When we landed in Pearson airport, and the very first person we shook hands was the Prime Minister. So that day, it means many things for me. First, it means we are in safe. It means that we are welcomed with utmost dignity. It means that we came to Canada, not Toronto. It means that giving us the responsibility to joining the Canadian family and trying to build this country, this great nation. When I met Mr. Prime Minister that moment, he said 2 words: welcome home. So imagine you are leaving a war zone, you are leaving your home, and you are welcomed by 2 words: welcome home. So my memories at that moment went back to my Syria before war, our life, our happiness there, and the horrible moments we went through during war. So I felt myself that I'm proud to be here. Now, after 1 year, I'm even more proud to be Canadian, as I'm always will be a proud Syrian.
He barely started the story, and you were dabbing your eyes and getting tears out of them. Why was it important for you to be there?
Because, well, it was important in a larger sense, because this was something I knew that all of Canada was involved in. That making the commitment to bring over 25,000 and more Syrian refugees was something that government couldn't do on its own. We needed to make sure that all of Canada was there, and the outpouring of support, the messages, the people wanting us to do more was clear. I'd just come off an election campaign in which I'd heard it from every corner of the country, and I felt that, you know, being there in the name of all Canadians to welcome people was really important. But for me, it's funny. I'd been Prime Minister for barely a month at that point, and I was raised with a father who was Prime Minister, and I'd see all the things he did and the impact, and I've heard all my life about the impact of his Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the multiculturalism and bilingualism, all the things he achieved. And obviously, first month on a new job, I'm thinking about how I'm actually going to, and you forget living up to my father's legacy, living up to the legacy of, the 22 people who've been Prime Minister before me who've shaped this country. And watching you and your girls walk through this airport towards me was a moment in which I understood just the kinds of things that we can do as a country, and that I get to help this country do, you wouldn't have been walking on Canadian soil that night if I hadn't, said we can do this together and made it done. And that for me was as strong and clear a reinforcement that I was going to be okay in this job. It was on a personal level. It was very, very touching for me. And just seeing you here today, and I told myself I wouldn't get emotional about this, but of course, it's just it's a wonderful moment for me. But it's also a reflection of what is best about Canada.